JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Police seized gun in 4 parts, Clarendon. 2 men are now in custody for the alleged connection to an illegal gun and ammunition seized by the police in 4 parts, Clarendon on Monday. The men's identities are being withheld pending further investigations. Reports from the 4 parts police wrote that at about 4 p.m., lawmen in the area when the house was searched. During the search, a .38 Taurus revolver with 5.38 rounds of ammunition was found on a piece of board that was above a closet. The men were subsequently taken into custody in relation to this seizure. Female bar owner gunned down at business establishment. A female bar owner was shot and killed by an unknown assailant at her business establishment, Rollaway Bar, on Grove Road, Kingston last Friday. The deceased has been identified as 47-year-old Keon Adamson. Reports from the Halfway Tree police were that at about 5:10 p.m., Adams was at her bar when she was approached by a lone gunman who opened gunfire, hitting her before escaping. Residents who heard the explosions reportedly summoned the police, and upon their arrival, Adams was seen lying in blood behind the bar counter with gunshot wounds to the head. She was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. The police are now investigating the incident. Adams was murdered nearly 11 years after her boyfriend Delroy Thompson, who operated the bar with her, was killed in the area. Thompson was chased and shot dead on nearby Kew Road. Policeman seriously injured in 2 vehicle crash in St. Anne. A detective corporal attached to the Runaway Bay Criminal Investigations Branch in St. Anne is in serious condition in hospital following a 2 vehicle collision along the Laughlands Main Road on Monday. According to reports, at about 12:55 p.m., the corporal was heading to a crime scene, but he failed to keep left and collided with a Toyota Corolla station wagon. Both drivers were injured during the crash. The corporal reportedly sustained multiple injuries to his head, rib cage, and spine. The vehicles were also extensively damaged. The corporal was taken to the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital and then transferred to a medical facility in Kingston. The other driver remains at the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital with no life-threatening injuries. Man fatally shot during alleged confrontation with police in St. Elizabeth. An unidentified man was fatally shot and an illegal gun seized during an alleged confrontation with the police on a farm in Fullerswood, southwest St. Elizabeth on Tuesday morning. Another man is being sought by the police in connection with the incident. According to reports, the Lacovia police were called to Roundel District to respond to an attempted break-in at a wholesale. No one was seen at the location. Based on information that the suspects were traveling on 2 motorcycles, the Lacovia police sought assistance from the operational support team in Black River. While en route, the support team encountered 2 men on motorcycles fitting the description along the Fullerswood to Mountainside Main Road. They were accosted, but allegedly opened fire at the police. The fire was returned, and the men fled in separate directions. One was pursued onto a farm where he was fatally shot. A gun was taken from him. The other man escaped on a motorcycle. In the meantime, communities which depend on the services of the Black River Police say there is no landline at the station since the passage of Hurricane Beryl in July last year. They are appealing to telecommunications company Flow to restore the service. Woman charged in connection with shooting of customer service representative. A woman has been arrested and charged in connection with the shooting of a customer service representative and the theft of his motor vehicle in Riverton Meadows, Kingston 11 on Saturday. Detectives from the Hunts Bay Police Station have charged 21-year-old Kiefer Lee Gilchrist, a chef of 4th Street, Greenwich Town, Kingston 13. Gilchrist was subsequently charged with wounding with intent. Reports were that at about 7:20 p.m., the victim transported Gilchrist to Riverton Meadows under the pretense of collecting a personal item. Upon reaching the destination, Gilchrist allegedly exited the vehicle and instructed the driver to follow her. Shortly after, a gunman reportedly approached the vehicle and opened fire, injuring the driver. It is reported that the victim was subsequently forcibly removed from the vehicle, and Gilchrist and the assailant fled the scene in the stolen vehicle. Alleged on charge for shooting teen girl accused of stealing money, 32-year-old Kevin McCallum is to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court after he was arrested and charged on Monday by the Spanish Town Police in St. Catherine for allegedly shooting a female teen last year. McCallum of Beacon Hill area in the parish is charged with possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, using a firearm to commit a felony, wounding with intent, attempted murder, and assault of common law. Reports were that at about 10 p.m. on February 13, 2024, the complainant, accused of stealing money from a relative, was brought to McCallum to be reprimanded. The accused, who cops say is a don, reportedly beat the teenager, brandished a gun and pointed at the complainant, said, and discharged a round, which injured her. The victim was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital and eventually to Kingston Public Hospital, which was admitted for treatment. An investigation was launched, which led to McCollum's arrest and charge. His court date has not yet been finalized. 22 killed by security forces since start of 2025, says Indicom. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, is reporting that 22 people have been fatally shot by security forces since the beginning of 2025. This means that the figure has almost doubled since the 12 fatal shootings that were reported last week for the first 16 days of the year. It also presents an increase when compared to the 13 people who were fatally shot for the entire month of January in 2023. 55-year-old Eric Shakespeare was shot and killed by police officers when they visited his home on Mountain View Avenue on Monday. According to a statement from Indicom, it is alleged that a police team breached the room and the Shakespeare was seen with a gun pointed at the officers. The police reportedly fired at Shakespeare in response. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. A Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol was reported as recovered from the incident scene. Shortly after, residents of the community took to the streets to mount roadblocks and set fire to debris in protest. According to community members, Shakespeare was killed in cold blood. Even if him did a bad man firing, him not come here with no war. He was an ex-soldier from overseas and him get deported because he was involved in drugs and gun. But him never come here and wanted and any drugs or gun. A years him live here and him not give no trouble. If him don't know you, him don't even call to you the way him keep to himself, a woman said. Another woman said Shakespeare just returned home from a jogging session and was having a bath when he was killed. A bandolo cigarette himself and do him like hustling. The police said them tell him to drop him gun after him point it at them. How can a man a beard and have him gun? That no make no sense. For sure you. Him grill all leave open. I saw the police them couldn't come in. So that alone trace the man not have nothing to hide, she said. The woman added that Shakespeare was not a party man and is almost well adorned because him having woman a friend and said him things. Me see the police them driving a van all along. Someone want to know where them a clean out, the woman added. Indicom is investigating the incident. The incident scene was examined and the evidential material recovered was processed and packaged. The hands of the deceased were swabbed for gunshot residue. The concerned officers were served with Section 21 notices pursuant to the Independent Commission of Investigations Act 2010 to submit statements and interviews will be scheduled, Indicom said. The number of people shot and killed in 2024 by the security forces was 189. This represents a 22% increase over the 2023 figure, which was 155 fatalities. State of emergency declared in St. Catherine North Police Division. A state of public emergency is in effect in the St. Catherine North Police Division. A statement from the Office of the Prime Minister Tuesday morning said the police division, particularly in Spanish Town and the surrounding areas, remains volatile following last week's unrest. As a result, the security forces have requested immediate intervention to address the escalated threat to public safety and prevent further destabilization. Meanwhile, Dennis Robotham, president of the St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in an interview, said as was expected, commercial activity has been lagging in the market district since the unrest and subsequent curfew in two communities in Spanish Town. Robotham said the state of emergency, while understandable based on the security concern, will cause serious inconvenience for businesses.
There's going to be negative impact on the bottom line of it because this is going to compound already what is happening in terms of people coming into the space, commuters, potential buyers, consumers, that sort of thing. People are going to now be afraid to come in or skeptical to come in because of a no SOE, because you're going to have checkpoints, that sort of thing. The inconvenience for coming in is going to definitely impact business in a significant way.
JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.